Okay, we are good. Hello, chaps. Welcome to the Next Generation Role Model Show. My name is Victoria Summer. I'm your host. And today on the show, we have our newest role model. Her name is Ray Farrington, and she is a 15-year-old model from the UK. Now I'm going to grab her and bring her in and see if we can get her here. Ray, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect. Hi, can you switch your video on for me?
Yeah.
But we can't see you.
There we go.
Bottom left. There you go. Fantastic.
Yeah.
You look great.
Thank you.
So nice to see you. You're coming to us from England.
Yes.
Whereabouts are you in England?
Just outside London.
Just outside London. Excellent. All right, so I'm so happy to have you here on the show. I was just
Thank you for having me.
Our viewers that you're a 15-year-old model. Now, I want to know firstly, when did you first know you wanted to be a model?
Probably around primary school, so about year 2, I think. I've always wanted to do it. It's like something I've always dreamed about. So yeah, probably year 2.
Wow. Okay. So early on, you knew that's what you wanted to do. And when did you actually start modeling?
I started around, I think, 2.5 years ago now. So I came into it quite late on. So I've not been doing it for that long.
But you've had a lot of success. Tell us about the campaigns that you've done. You've really had, an amazing start, considering you've not been doing it for so long.
I did a campaign for Johnson & Johnson's Clean and Clear advert. I did that, I think, a year ago, maybe 2 years. So that was really fun. I've walked in New York Fashion Week, the catwalk. So I've done a lot of amazing things in the early start of my modelling journey.
Yeah, that's amazing. Just to walk at New York is like a huge deal in itself. So many people spend a lifetime wanting to get there. So that's really, really incredible.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your fan base. You already have a really substantial fan base on Instagram. Are you on any other platforms? Is it mainly just Instagram?
And TikTok.
Instagram and TikTok. Okay, great. Can you let us know your name there so that people can follow you?
Ray Farrington.
Ray Farrington on Instagram and TikTok. So chaps, make sure you go follow Ray. And obviously, what you have this following that you're growing and building. What do you intend to use this platform for?
I want to inspire the younger generation to follow their dreams and to not give up, and to show them that you can do what you want to do in life.
There you go. So inspiring people to follow their dreams and show that you can do what you want to do in life, which is really important, because I think some kids grow up thinking, well, I really want to do that, but it's too far out of my reach, or I think it's too hard to get there. And so you're basically showing people that you can really be who you want to be, whether that's a model or whether that's an astronaut or to be the next president or whatever.
Yeah.
So have those big goals and dream big.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great way to use social media. It's a great way. So tell me, how does social media impacted your career?
It has actually really, really helped. Like, I've got jobs through Instagram, and I've met so many amazing friends that I'll probably be friends with for life through that platform.
That's so valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially the friendships, I think, as well. And it's funny because actually you and I met through Instagram too.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for Instagram, I wouldn't know you, and I wouldn't have been able to see all your work and see who you are, and have the relationships that we've obviously cultivated between us and Next Generation Role Model as well, because you're guys, Next Generation Role Model is a community, and we are all together as a group, and we all help support and inspire each other within this community, which is so valuable for me and valuable for you guys too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a really great experience. So let's talk about advice for kids. There's going to be a lot of kids who will watch this interview. They will go on your Instagram or your TikTok and think, well, how can I be 15 years old and be walking at New York Fashion Week or be doing these campaigns for Johnson and Johnson? Like, what can I do to get there? What's your advice for these kids?
I think I would say to not give up, because you're gonna get setbacks, but you need to not let them like destroy what you want to do. You need to keep on pushing. Like every day's a new day. You need to keep on aiming higher each day to get where you want to be.
There you go. So keep on pushing. Every day is a new day and keep on aiming higher. And that's a really important point. You know, a lot of people have different targets each day. Successful people have targets, and those targets increase and get bigger and bigger as they move up. So you're obviously following really successful actions there, which is really, really good. What about those kids, for example, who don't have agents and managers? A lot of the thing for kids I know is, well, you know, I don't have an agent or I don't have a manager and I just don't know how to get the work or how to get started. What advice would you give to them?
I think, especially with your Instagram page, you need like an adult overlooking it, but I wouldn't say you necessarily need a manager or an agent. Like it is ideal to have one, but I wouldn't say you need one. Like you need, like, it's more being on Instagram, you need to show people who you are and get yourself out there and just be yourself on it. And I think that's what would get you where you want to be.
There you go. You don't necessarily need an agent and a manager because, like you said, you've actually got jobs by just being on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yourself out there and being who you are on Instagram, which is you. Yeah, that's really great. Okay, so let's talk about peer pressure or negativity from the industry. Modeling obviously is well known to be a really tough business. You know, you have the pressures of body image, to look a certain way. There's so much competition and there's a lot of upset that goes with such a big career, you know. So talk to me a little bit about the negativity or peer pressure that you felt from the industry.
I think a lot of people look at models and think on Instagram, they think like they're perfect, they're not insecure, they don't have insecurities, but actually like these people behind the camera, they do have insecurities in themselves. They may be like modeling and doing all of this stuff, but they do still feel like insecure about things, and they do have their bad days and where their hair's not right. And I think people need to realize that a bit more
and have more of an understanding how tough it can be. Yeah, absolutely. How do you deal with that? Like, how do you deal with the negativity and the peer pressure?
I try to just ignore it really, because I feel like you can't let it destroy you. You need, because you're always going to get that in life. No matter what you do, you'll always get it. So you need to like put your mind past it, let it go, and you have to keep on just trying to ignore what these people are saying and what they're like trying to do, because they're doing it to get to you at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and you mustn't let it get to you. You mustn't.
Yeah.
Good. So let's talk a little bit about your goals. We're chatting about having goals and how important that is. Yeah. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Where do you see your career going?
I really want to be a Victoria's Secret angel. So that is where I'm aiming, and working in LA, moving out there, or New York, and doing like working for big companies, modeling, and that's where I see myself and hope to be in 10 years.
Wow, what a great goal. That's really, really exciting. Really exciting. And I can see you doing that for sure. Obviously, you know, with your business and doing auditions all the time, there's a lot of rejection. It's not easy. Like I know that the Victoria's Secret models, for example, they go through so much to be where they are. They have to go through so much rejection. How do you cope with rejection?
I think rejection is a good thing in a way, because it shows you that all you need to do is keep on trying harder next time. There'll be another chance. Like I said, there's always a new day. So I think you need to take rejection as a, right, I need to push harder and I need to go in harder, higher up.
Wow, that's a really strong, positive attitude to have. That's amazing to be that strong and to have a strong mind. And you need to have a strong mind in this business. And I think a lot as well. And I know for me, being an actor, you know, a very strong mind is like I think my most important tool as an actress, because I have to take so much rejection. There's no way that I could have fallen at the first hurdle. I just would never have somewhere in my business, you know. So I think that's really, really important. Have a strong mind. Let's talk a little bit about how kids at school react to you. I want to chat to you specifically about this subject because I know this is something that you've been through, and I know that you're so brave and so happy to talk about this so that you can help other people. So talk to me about how people at school have reacted to you being a model.
Kids at school I wouldn't say they like it. I do get a lot of issues at school with girls, like on the daily basis, and I've had it for like years now. Up until this day, I'm still getting it, and I feel like these people will look at you on Instagram and like at school as well, and they think differently of you because they think you're trying to show off. They think you're better than them, and it's just, I've had a really difficult time with kids at school.
Thank you so much for talking about it, because I'm sure that there's kids who are going to be watching your interview and are equally going through a hard time. I know for a fact for me that when I was in my last years of junior school, before I went to senior school, so I must have been 10, 11, it was actually some girls for me, but it was also boys. And they used to say really mean things about me, about how skinny I was, about how flat I was, like really mean things. And I remember just going home and crying about it to my mom. It was so hard. It was like, well, why me? Like, why are they targeting me? You know, and it makes you feel like that. So I'm really glad that you speak out about this. And I think it's really important that you're talking about this so that other people know that you've been through the same thing. So thank you for that. Thank you. And obviously being on the Next Generation Role Model show is all about being a role model, and you are a role model. You are our chosen Next Generation role model because you set such an amazing example of strength and persistence in your career, and just setting a good example to others and using your social media to inspire people to be better, which is what you're all about, which we love, we really love. So what does being a role model and a youth leader mean to you?
It means a lot to me because I do want to inspire younger kids to look up to me and think, if she's doing it, I can do it, and I do have the chance. I need to not let people put me down, and if I want this, then I will go for it.
Yeah, and you're going for it, and your strength and your determinism, despite whatever is happening for you at school or despite any rejection from auditions, you're still fighting, and when you go down, you stand right up again and keep going, which is so admirable. And that really is a key to success. And another key to success is, despite what anyone says about you, just keep doing well and keep pushing and prospering. And that's really what you need to do now, is to just keep going and keep doing well. And we're so excited to watch you in your career.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about, just to finish off here, your favorite role model. Like, who is your role model? And if you met them, what would you do with them?
My role model is Jennifer Aniston, and I think if I met her for a day, I would go on a walk with the dogs, as I know she loves dogs, on the beach.
Oh, you go for a walk on the beach?
Yeah.
How lovely. How lovely. Yeah, I love her. She's such a sweetheart. I also
Yeah.
want to chat to you, Ray, because I know you're also really passionate about charities and about helping
Yeah.
others. And that's another reason, chaps, that Raven is a role model on our show, because she's not all just about herself. She really understands that there's so many people who need help in this world.
Yeah.
And she loves to help other people. So tell me about what charity you support and why.
I support the Little Princess Trust, and I actually last Christmas cut my hair and donated it to the charity. And I really think that's amazing because some person is going to have hair and a wig so they can feel so like nice and they can feel happy, and that really means a lot to me.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, it's obviously grown back, Raven. How short was
Yeah.
you put it off?
I cut it to about here. And
Wow.
then it was down to there before when I cut it. So
Wow. That's an amazing thing to do. And it's obviously grown back really fast.
yeah.
Which is really awesome. That's awesome. Well, I'm really excited to have you a part of my Tea with Victoria summer event. I'm so glad that you are a part of that event, which is on December 12th. And thank you so much for supporting teenagers with cancer. I know that you're also passionate about that. You've had your family, and that's really amazing. So thank you for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. It was so good to chat to you. And I'm so happy that you're a next generation role model and you're part of our community of supporting each other to go after your dreams and to really just, despite whatever comes up, keep flourishing and prospering. So well done. I love watching you, Ray. You're such a joy. I love your family. Big love to your mum too.
Oh, I'll tell her that.
Yeah, tell her. All right then, I'll talk to you soon. Lots of love.
Thank you.